I sit down. I'm meeting Lisa here. We've been chatting for 6 months on Facebook, and today we're finally meeting. Lisa walks over. She's a tall brunette with a slender figure, and from photos I've seen of her, Lisa has piercing blue eyes to match her look. She looks gorgeous. I'm a lucky person.
Hey Nathan, nice suit.
Good to see you, Lisa. And it's Armani.
Yeah, I work for a fashion designer, and that's not anywhere near to being Armani.
Well, thanks for humiliating me.
My total pleasure.
It is good to see you, Lisa.
It makes a nice change from seeing each other in our pajamas on a screen.
It certainly does. Although, now that I think back to the last time, there was an adult toy in the background.
What?
That was too easy.
You're a jerk. And FYI, women are allowed to have toys, especially when they know the toys satisfy us better than any man.
Ouch. That hurts. You haven't even experienced my work yet.
It's unlikely to be a work of art.
Don't rule that out just yet. This guy has game, you know?
You've never said game before, have you?
No, it didn't feel natural either.
I'm glad you realized that, so I didn't have to say it.
Again, I have to say you look stunning.
Yeah, I have a date right after we're done here.
Right.
The guy's meant to be the next Michael Jordan or something batshit crazy like that. I'm actually excited.
Oh,
I'm kidding. Why would you think I was being serious?
I'm a man. We're insecure.
Still, you looked like you were about to have a stroke there.
I was not.
Hey, you looked like you were from sitting there.
I know you weren't being serious.
And you didn't let your face know that? Have you dated much since your wife did a Houdini on your ass?
She didn't leave me. We agreed to end it mutually, like adults.
And then a week later, you found out she was a lesbian at your parents' vows renewal ceremony.
No. She told me she was a lesbian a month before leaving. I knew all along.
But you maintain she didn't leave you?
I genuinely hate you now. Hey, what about you?
What about me? Please, tread carefully.
Your husband left too.
I need a strong drink.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I cross a line?
Order me the strong drink now.
All right. I lift my hand to signal for the waiter to come over. He does. He sees the fury in Lisa's face.
2 shots of vodka now.
The waiter nods and leaves. I'm not much of a vodka person.
They're both for me.
Did I mention you look pretty today? Lisa sends me a threatening look. Maybe it's a bad idea to mention that again. Apologies.
You're a grade A dick.
And on that note, I'm going to use the restroom. Excuse me.
I wouldn't expect me to be here when you come back.
Noted. I walk off. I walk back to the table. Lisa's still there. You're still here?
Yeah, only because Daniel Craig is here with Rachel Weisz.
Huh. They look great together.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out a way in which I could walk over to the table and steal Daniel from Rachel.
That could be embarrassing for you. So, yeah, I'd like for you to do that.
What if I rip off my top? Would it work?
It probably wouldn't seduce him, but it might give these restaurant goers a shock they'll remember. I would. Damn. Daniel looks terrific for a guy in his 50s.
Yeah, he looks way more handsome than anyone below 40.
Yeah, hang on. Thanks for that insult.
The pleasure was all mine.
I would love to be the next James Bond. I would be so perfect for that role.
You should go over there and ask Daniel if you can have Barbara Broccoli's phone number. I'm sure he'll give it to you.
Yeah, I somehow doubt that. Knowing me, I'd end up with a broken jaw.
Well, that's what I was hoping for. Please don't ruin my master plan.
I take Lisa's hand into mine. About before, I'm so sorry.
Why? You don't know the whole picture.
Well, from what I know, it's terrible.
My husband wasn't arrested. Tim isn't in jail.
Oh, so he didn't leave you battered facing near death then?
You say so many wrong things, do you know that? It's like a superpower for you.
Then what happened to him? Where did he disappear to? 1 minute there's a photo of you kissing each other, and the next?
He disappears like a ghost.
Hang on. Did you murder Tim? Are you trying to add me to your list?
You're such a child.
Well, that's what I'm known to be.
Tim is anorexic.
What?
You heard me.
How is Tim anorexic exactly?
He doesn't eat. I noticed it about 3 months before he got hospitalized. And yes, that's where my husband is.
So, Tim's in a hospital.
Yep. He's in a mental facility being fed through a tube.
What event led to Tim being in hospital?
3 months ago, Tim got the frightful news that his niece Lily had died of a heart attack.
I heard about that. Wasn't she 10?
Yeah, but also a little overweight.
Yeah. I saw the memorial photos you posted at the funeral.
Anyway, she died, and a huge fight broke out in Tim's family.
Why? It wasn't anyone's fault.
I agree, but Lily's father blames Tim's sister for the death of his daughter.
The father thought Tim's sister fed Lily to her death.
Yeah. Anyway, Tim's sister got blamed for Lily's death, and I guess that's where the mental health stuff started to show itself. Tim hasn't been himself ever since that day, and ever since, he's been kept alive because of a tube feeding him.
Did you try to get Tim in therapy?
We tried everything. We did everything, but nothing worked. My husband is gone.
Is that why you're on a date with me?
I want to be happy again.
Maybe once.
I want to move on and be happy again.
And you've chosen me for that assignment. You're a mad woman.
Some would say I am. And you know what? Judging by tonight, I'd have to agree with them.
We're eating our desserts. Lisa stares at Daniel Craig.
Come on. Who's your favorite?
Favorite what?
James Bond actor. Sean Connery is in my top 5.
Bacon, not stirred. I lift an eyebrow.
That's a terrible voice impression.
I sensed it was. Who's your number one?
Favorite JB actor? I'd have to give that accolade to Pierce Brosnan. But that's because I liked him in Mamma Mia.
I've never seen that.
He was great in it. So you'll have to come over to my casa and watch it.
I might just take you up on that offer.
I might even cook for you.
Lisa winks at me. Last year, you turned up to my brother's birthday bash with a bean stew.
Point taken. Say no more.
I hope the point is taken, considering 3 people needed hospital treatment after eating your food.
I get it. I'm a terrible cook. Jeez, don't rub it in. Enough already. How's the soccer training going?
Good topic switch. I love celebrating my many talents as a terrible coach.
So you're saying you're bad at your job?
Let's just say the girls I train have natural tendencies to headbutt their opponents.
Please, say more on that so I can report you to the press.
One girl playing on the opposing team needed a new nose.
Ouch. Is the girl okay?
The injured girl's mom is suing our school to get them to pay for her daughter's nose job, so who knows or cares? I certainly don't.
And people let you coach their kids.
I shrug.
Apart from the violence your girls inflict on their opponent, you must love the job you do of training them.
Who says I don't love the violence, too?
Jerk. Do you love the job?
I wouldn't trade it for the world.
I thought you'd say that.
What about you? Teaching ballet to rich white kids must be rewarding.
Excuse me? I teach kids from disadvantaged neighborhoods.
Oh.
I'm not good enough yet to teach wealthy parents' kids. I'm lucky that I do what I love.
I raise my glass of wine. I want to toast our respective careers.
Hear, hear. Oh no!
What?
Daniel's leaving!
What would you do if he came here and asked you to leave with him instead of Rachel? Would you go?
Would I go with Daniel Craig, James Bond, or stay on a date with the Elephant Man? I'd choose Daniel Craig. Sorry.
Yeah, I would too. In a heartbeat. So, what happens if?
I pounce on Daniel in his car, and we make love in the backseat like wild animals. I think it'll be fireworks. Why do you ask?
I meant, what happens when Tim comes out of the hospital? Do you go back to him?
I haven't thought about it.
It's a pretty big thing not to think about, wouldn't you say?
I guess I'll deal with the situation when it arrives. Let's get some more wine.
So, there's a possibility you could go back to him if we're in a relationship.
You're trying to put words into my mouth.
Look, I'm just trying to prevent future heartaches for myself before they happen.
Are you a woman in this scenario? It's just you sound like one here.
I need you to be serious for a second. Is your relationship with Tim dead? Is there a possibility that you and Tim might...
I don't know. That's the honest answer.
Is it fair for me to be in a relationship that could crumble at any second?
No, but we've had a great time tonight. We get along like a house on fire. There's a connection between us.
And I agree there is, but...
Why should we end things just because we're scared of what the future looks like? We should live in this moment.
Right, because it's that easy.
It should be. None of us knows what tomorrow brings. So let's grasp what we have now and hold on to it tightly.
I like you a lot.
Great. So we'll keep seeing each other.
I haven't finished. I like you so much, but there's a divide between us.
What divide? You're being silly.
That divide might not be here now, but I know it'll come pretty soon, and I'm scared.
What are you scared of? Tell me, and I'll ease any fears you have for us.
I'm afraid that the divide might come between us, like Chucky coming at someone with a knife.
Well, what do you want me to do to drive away that fear? Tell me, and I'll do it.
I can say nothing to drive away from my fear. And do you know why that is?
Why?
You'll always love your husband. And the bottom line of things is, I can't compete with him in the slightest. He's up here. I raise my hand high, and then low, the gesture. And I am down here. I can't compete. I stand up and put bills on the table.
Nathan, please, don't leave. Please don't leave me like this. We can work this out.
I'm sorry, but this thing between us is over. I wish you all the best. I walk off. When I'm away from the table, I see Lisa crying in her chair. My heart breaks a little, but I know I'm doing the right thing for us. This love story is too complicated. There's more to come on This Is Complicated, so please subscribe to That Love Podcast on your favorite podcast app to get future episodes as soon as they drop. And also, help us by rating us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We also love for you to review us on Apple Podcast. By doing this, you help us expand our reach to new listeners. We're also active on Twitter at ThatLovePod, so drop us a message there. We'd love to hear from you. And, before we sign off, if you love the podcast, please share it with family and friends. Thank you.